So
Yo, all right, hold on. You're Mr. Love Doctor, right?
yes, I
I
am.
don't want to talk about my Atlanta trip too much,
Okay,
but you gotta help me out.
what happened? What, what did you do?
I'm in. I'm inside a club, right? I'm
Regular
inside a
club?
club, a regular club, regular
Okay.
club, and obviously I'm by the bar, right? I'm chilling. Like my people are here, but I'm also like scanning the room. I'm like, oh, what's popping? What's popping? And what you call it? I I'm drinking, and I'm having a good time. And this girl comes next to me with a guy. She comes next to me with this dude, right? They're getting a drink at the bar. I scoot over a little bit. My head's still facing this way. I'm getting a lot of energy from her. Like I'm getting a lot. I'm
Hmm.
getting a lot that's coming my way. And I'm like, all right. I see old boy next to her. So I was like, all right, well, this is obviously not my place. So I'm chilling. And she's just like giving me a lot of energy. Then she starts talking. Then it's the like, cause I'm dancing by myself, right? And she's like, hey, and I was like, hey, like I'm really trying not to pay attention. Don't get me wrong. From the corner of my eye, I could tell this girl's bad. Like I'm 8 out of 10, 100%. Like I could
Okay.
tell. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah, hey. But then like I feel her dancing up on me, and I'm looking at old boy like, okay. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I'm like, hey. So she's like, where are you from? She has an accent. And I was just like, oh, I'm from fucking, I said, I'm from New York. And she was just like, oh, I'm from Toronto. And I was like, oh,
Mm.
cool. She goes, but I'm French. I'm Guyanese and French. I was like, oh, wow, that's beautiful. Now I'm looking at her face to face. And
Hmm.
I'm like, damn, she's gorgeous. Uh, then, like, I was like, yo, let me not be disrespectful. So I look at old boy. I was just like, where are you from? And he was like, I'm from Chicago. And I was like, all right, so they don't live in the same city, right?
Trying to do the
Like,
math. Okay. I see
trying
you.
to, so I'm trying to do the math. I'm like, they don't live in the same city. He sees her A-ing on me. I'm seeing her like, so I'm just like, all right, what brought y'all down here?
Hmm.
She's like, I just wanted to have fun. He was like, I'm doing business. That's two different reasons. They
Okay.
both are answering separately. So I'm like, all right, this is it. So next year, I'm dancing with her.
Hmm.
I'm dancing with her, right? I ain't trying to go hard. I'm just smooth dancing with her.
I
Smooth
see.
dancing
I
with her.
I get it. Smooth Miguel dancing with a hottie.
Yeah. Um, he goes up and grabs her ass, straight up. So I'm like, oh, got it. I get it.
Claiming,
This is
marking his ground.
this isn't your cousin. This isn't your buddy from Chicago. This is your man's. So I turn away like, oh, time to turn this leaf over, and she pulls me back, and now I'm just looking at her man like, yo, this is not me.
Hmm.
What's happening here? Like, what do you guys want? What signal? Because the swingers club was the other night. The sex club was over there.
Yeah.
It's not right now. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So she walks away. I think she goes to the bathroom or something. And he's looking at me. He's like, "You see that group over there of girls?" And I was like, "Yeah, I see that group." He was like, "That's where we should be." I'm like, "We, nigga, what?" I'm confused. She comes back with a dude. She comes back with a dude.
Okay.
So she's dancing with this other dude. So then he grabs her, like the boy from Chicago. He grabs her, starts making out with her. So now I'm just all types of confused because this other guy is dancing behind her as she's making out with this dude. At that point, Jabaya, I was like, "Can we leave? Can we get out of here?" Because my whole mood is still fucked up. What did you get? Like, what do you think is the overall aesthetic of what that couple or best friend or whatever was going for?
So I have to ask a couple of questions first.
Go
Question
ahead.
number one: was this also Atlanta?
Yeah. This was Atlanta.
Things get weird in Atlanta, bro. Things get weird, and I'm
But
telling
they
you,
were not from Atlanta. They're not from Atlanta.
it doesn't matter. Things get weird in Atlanta, right?
Got you.
Now, did she ever state why? Like how long she was there? Was she visiting? Did she move there
Damn.
from it?
Wait. What do you want me to do? Ask all those questions?
No, I'm
Why?
asking you like.
Why? Whoopty's playing in the background?
No, I'm saying like when you were talking to her, did you like did her energy seem like she was visiting Atlanta or she moved from Toronto to Atlanta?
No,
There's a
she
big
was
difference.
visiting. She was visiting Atlanta.
Okay. You let a woman put you in a very dangerous position that night, right? Like
Talk
you
to me.
kind of lucked out that old boy was cool, who and probably is just as confused as you were.
Okay.
If I had to guess, he met her first that night at the club. And she was
I didn't
probably
think about that. I didn't think about that.
yeah.
Okay.
If I had to guess, he met her that night at the club before you got there. They the same everything you told me. He probably felt like they were vibing. She was dancing on him, whatever. Then you show up, and then he doesn't know how to handle it. It's like, okay, well, she's giving this guy conversation and she's acting like she likes him, but she would just treat me that way. Then once she went to get the other guy, it might have synced into him that this girl is just here for a good time, just like anybody. That's what I think happened. I think, but here's the thing though, you lucked out because let's say, for example, if this was a case of a guy who was super jealous or not, where you messed up was when she started dancing on you. Oh no, your questioning is where you messed up, right? I would have wished, yeah, like remember when you asked where you from, and then you asked, why are you guys here?
Yeah.
I would have cut the bullshit because you were fishing to try to figure out what their relationship was like. I would have just went to, so are you guys together?
Okay.
Immediately.
Okay. Wow, you got some balls. You got some balls on you.
No, it's the opposite. I'm a huge pussy, right? So I want to avoid anything that can be perceived as a slight against that man who commit things physical, right? Women put men in awful situations all the time, and so what you should have did if I was you, I would have just went straight to you guys together. The moment she started dancing on me, that's when she's putting my life in danger because I don't know how he's gonna react. So I would have went straight to you guys together. Then as soon as they said no, then you in the clear.
I don't know. I think it's the more ballsy approach. I like it. I'm gonna do that next time.
Yeah, because once again, what if he was like the jealous type, and he was her man? Now he feel disrespected publicly. So now he has to do something to you publicly in order to reclaim his honor and whatnot. And you innocent, but now here you are fighting this dude over some broad that you don't even know.
I didn't even know. She was bad though. I will say that.
Ain't worth the ass whooping. Ain't worth the ass whooping. And you stay saying that. Last time you said that a beautiful woman was worth catching corona. I think that's what you said, right? Verbatim.
But maybe if you left your house, you would see what I see in the world. You know what I mean? There's a lot.
I leave my house every day for my walks.
What, at 6 a.m.?
Doesn't matter when I walk. I walk every day.